guys, today I'm making a super good banana bread recipe. It's delicious, you will love it, and it's super easy. All you have to do is add everything to a bowl, mix it up, and bake it, and you're done. Let's do it. I just preheated my oven to 335. The recipe says between 325 and 350, so I just did it kind of in the middle. Okay, first I'm gonna add 1 cup of sugar to a bowl, to a large bowl. I'm going to add a half a cup of oil. I'm using coconut oil, so I melted it. The recipe calls for canola oil, but any oil will do. I just didn't have any canola oil, so I melted this in a little pan and wait till it cools and then add it to your bowl. Now I'm going to add 2 eggs. Okay, so now I'm just gonna kind of mix it just to kind of combine the eggs and everything so far. 3 tablespoons of milk, and I can't have milk, lactose intolerant, so I'm just adding coconut milk. Next is a half a teaspoon of salt, and then a half a tablespoon of baking soda. So I'm gonna mix that up a little bit. You don't need to use a mixer if you have a mixer, because it's literally super easy. There's not that many ingredients. I'm just mixing it by hand. So now I'm gonna add 2 cups of flour. So there's 1, and I'm just gonna mix it a little bit. So now I'm gonna add the 2nd cup of flour. And this recipe is my fiance Brandon's grandma's recipe. It's actually her sister's recipe, I think, but we just call it Grandma Jean's banana bread because every time she comes to visit, she brings like, I don't know how many freaking loaves wrapped in foil, frozen banana bread for everyone to take home. So thanks, Grandma Jean, for letting me do your video. We love your banana bread, so I figured we would share it with the world because we all are obsessed with it. So now that I have my flour and everything kind of mixed, I'm going to mash up these bananas real quick. And basically, if you have dark bananas with spots, throw them in the freezer and don't ever get rid of them. Like, you literally, the darker, the blacker, the better, because it gives it a super sweet flavor. So these ones I had in my freezer, and I kind of thawed them out, and this one I had. It's not really as dark as I'd like, but that's what I got, so that's what we're using, and it's still gonna turn out really good. So let me come back. I'm gonna mash this up real quick, and then we're gonna throw it in, and it's literally time to put it in the oven. Okay, so I basically have it all mixed up. I've just been smashing it with a fork like this, just kind of smushing it all together, and that looks pretty good. But let's add this in. And that is the last ingredient. We are just going to mix everything up. You want to make sure everything is fully combined, so you don't have any like flour, loose flour in there. Just want to mix it up super good. So I'll show you what this looks like. I don't know if you can see, but there's some kind of big chunks of banana in there, and I think that's super yummy, but you can always squish it down more so it gets rid of the big chunks, but I like them. So now's the time that you would add nuts. So if you have like chopped pecans or walnuts, I don't have any, and I don't think my kids like them in the banana bread, so I'm just gonna leave it out, but it's really good either way. Oh my gosh, my hair is crazy. I just worked out. My oven's preheated, and I have a little bread pan, and what I did, if you can see right here, is I cut a piece of parchment paper. This is what I do whenever I make bread, and I just cut it out like that. I'm gonna spray it with some oil. There's a good reason why I do that, and it's super helpful if you make bread, but I'll show you why I use it once we're done cooking it. You can skip that step, obviously, but I just use that because it's really helpful in the end to get the bread out. Okay, now I'm gonna scoop everything and pour it into the bread pan and bake it. So we're almost done. Let's do it. Okay, now I'm going to just flatten it out. like to do little squigglies down just to make sure it's flat and to kind of give it like a cool little design. No, I gotta do it. I gotta try the dough. Oh my god. Ooh, it's good. Oh my god. I know there's raw eggs in there, but I've been doing this since I was a kid, trying the dough, so, you know, I haven't died yet. Now, we are going to put it in the oven. I'm gonna set the timer for 50 minutes. So your oven may vary and you can kind of mess with the temperatures. I'm gonna check it at 50 minutes. And if you are new to baking, what you do is you can grab a toothpick or like a butter knife or whatever and stick it in the middle of the loaf. And if there's gooey stuff and dough that comes out, then it's not done, and keep cooking it. It is finally done, and now we're going to grab it with the parchment paper, and it just makes it so it's really easy to get out of your pan. And we're just gonna let this cool for a little bit. But doesn't that look so good? Ooh. If yours didn't brown on the top, just depending on your oven or the temperature you cook it at, you can let it cool with foil on top of it. And that helps it to get browned. But mine's already browned, so we are good to go. Alright, we sliced it up, put some butter on it, and now I'm ready to try it. I really like the crust, so I'm going to take a bite at the top. Mmm. So good. So sweet. Not too sweet though. Mmm. Perfect. It is so freaking good. I am literally obsessed with this banana bread. It's my favorite. Mmm. You can't beat this. I use this vegan butter, and it tastes just like butter. It's really good. Oh my god. I haven't even eaten dinner yet, but I'm about to eat this whole piece, so. You cannot beat Grandma Jean's banana bread recipe, okay? I mean, just look at that. It's super, super moist. And what I love about it, like I said, is that it's not too sweet. So, I mean, it's definitely sweet, but it's not overpowering with a bunch of like sugar crumbles on the top. Like, I just don't really like it like that. This is the perfect amount of sweetness for me. And it's so moist. It's not dry at all. I ended up cooking it for about an hour and 10 minutes. But like I said, it will vary depending on what temp you cook it at. Super good. Super easy, homemade grandma's banana bread. I hope you like this video, and stay tuned next week for another video. Subscribe to my channel if you like this video, you like cooking videos, workout videos, I got it all. Give me a like if you think this looks good and you want to try it. Comment below if you've ever tried making banana bread. Literally so easy. So I'm gonna go and finish my piece. I'll see you guys next week with another video. Bye.